YouTube, what it do? It's your boy Stephen. We're back with another video today, man. In today's topic, we'll be talking about being sober helps you feel every emotion. Steph, what do you mean by that? Basically, what I'm saying, bro, so I'm gonna use me as an example for this video. I started smoking back in like 9th, 10th grade. I think it was the end of my 9th grade year. I can still remember who I smoked my first blunt with, like who I had my real first session with. It was my cousin, Bucci, Pooh Bear. You had my other cousin Clay. I think it was just us, and we was all over my cousin Bucci crib because my other cousin, which is his mom, she didn't really care because Bucci, like, he was like smart as shit. So like, Cub might be getting out, but he getting all his work done. Oh yeah, D, I forgot about D. I can't forget about D. D was there too. And we was all there. We like, it was just a chill vibe. Like, everybody was chilling. Like, we was cool. Like, Cub was playing the game. Like, we just passing the blunt like around and shit like that. And from there, that's where it started with me. So from there, it went into 10th grade. But the thing is, like, you can actually tell how much weed, like, it'll take over your life and shit like that. Because like in high school, I couldn't really smoke how like I probably would have been doing. Like, as I got older, I started smoking how I wanted to smoke. But when I was in school and shit, like high school, I couldn't really smoke how I wanted to because I had a strict mom. Well, I still got a strict mom. She still be on my ass, and I'm 24 now. But that's just the love that a mother has for a son. Her only son at that. I had 2 brothers. They passed away. House fire. I'm make sure house fire and shit like that. I lost 2 cousins in that process, and I lost my granddad Maine in that process. But yeah, when I was smoking and shit, like in school, I wasn't smoking like regularly. Like, I was smoking here and there and shit like that. I wasn't smoking every day how I became once I hit college. Cause once I hit college, this is why I say, like, I had a good support system, bro. It just, at the time, like, I started to hang around people that like to smoke, to smoke weed a lot type shit. So, and then I became that way eventually. Like, I'm not saying like they got me into it. I take full responsibility. Like, nigga, I did that to myself. Nigga, you know how much money I fucking blew on weed? Bro, my granddad was giving me money. My grandma would be giving me cash. Bro, I'm getting me a 3-5 out of this shit. And I'm finna make this shit stretch for about 3-4 days. Swear to God, when I was in college. But that's when a nigga was lost for real. Like, I hadn't woke up then. Like, I was still like in the matrix. Like, I still was believing in the norm, which is like brainwashing. What a lot of people don't understand, the shit that they taught us, bro, it's the norm, and it's the brainwashing shit. But yeah, as the years progressed, I fucked around and got caught like my 11th grade year. And My mom beat my ass. Like she beat my ass, kicked me out the house. I walked around. My homie and his granddad had brought me in because I was just like, I kind of pushed like this. I knew like something was different about me because I fucked around and shoved my mama a little bit because she tried to hit me, fool. Like I was like, she was playing, fool. Like she walked up on me on some tough shit. My mom like walked up on me on some tough shit. Like at this time, my mom was still small. At this time, my mom probably like 130. I'm probably at the time like 150 because I was playing sports and shit. So she kind of walked up on me. I kind of nudged my mama, like not fully pushed her, but like kind of nudged her a little bit. And like she kind of took that as disrespect, as she should. Take responsibility for that. So she kicked me out for that night. I was able to come back in the house that next morning. That was a Sunday morning, and she just talked to me and said, "Bro, I don't know what's getting into you, but like, I don't know if it's because you smoke weed or whatever, but like you more aggressive than ever. Like, cause as a kid, I never was good. Nigga, I used to get bullied. I had low self-esteem. I had self-esteem issues when I was a kid. I used to get bullied by people. You know, as the years went on, I was being bullied in middle school, a little bit of high school, until like I started like stepping up for myself. So like if someone kind of like put their hands on me like on some funny shit or like try to be on some crazy tough shit with me, like it's some shit I used to do. I do they arm like this and then I kind of bend they shit and then I kind of push them back. Cause there was like, it's like something that I taught myself. It was like a defense mechanism. So it's like people started to back up off me because they was like, oh, Self, he's standing up for himself. I ain't never seen this from him. But that's why I say, bro, even though a nigga was spoiled and all that, nigga still was getting bullied. So it's like, as 12th grade rolled around, I'm still smoking. I remember we had went to the castle for our graduation shit. I remember everything I had on, bro. I think I had on white jeans, white Levi jeans. This was before all the fancy shit started to come out. It was 2019, bro. So it's like I had white jeans. I had my Pure Money 3s. My granny bought me my Pure Money 3s for my senior. I had the Pure Money 3s. I had my Ben Simmons jersey on when he was with the Sixers and shit. Because at the time, I was fucking with Ben like heavy because I liked his skill set. I liked how he was big, but like he could really slam on your ass and he could shoot a little bit. So I fucked with it. And as time went on, bro, I just started to like, you know, like smoking more. And then when I hit college, that's when it turned up because I had freedom to do what I want because my grandma come on, you know, of course, you know, my mom told my grandma and my granddad, and you know, they talked to me. She was like, Stefan, I know you, my granddad like, Stefan, I know you ain't smoking weed. Like, what the fuck is you smoking weed for? That weed ain't good for you type shit. And I was just listening to them. Like, I was listening to them, but I wasn't hearing them for real. So, came to my granddad. My granddad, he didn't really say shit to me at first. Like, but I once we did start talking about it, I understood why he didn't say anything to me. We waited because like I would go to the country like with my granddad and like we were working shit and I kind of shied away. Like, and this one of the biggest regret of my life, fool. Like, I kind of shined away from my granddad once I got like in college shit because I wouldn't come back home. Like, I just stay on campus. Like, my granddad, if I would tell my granddad, if you need my help, just come get me to school. Bro, my granddad would come get me every weekend. He would just make sure to call me to make sure I had my shit ready. And guess what? He gonna take me back to school that Sunday, bro. And but I wasn't doing that. Like, I would stay on campus type shit because I had a dorm. Like, I had the FAFSA shit. Like, I didn't go to college off a fucking scholarship. Like, I just had government grants and shit. And that's another reason why I didn't go back to college because I would have had to do that again. And I'm big on not wanting the government's help, bro. Because even though I got a job and shit like that, it's like it's shit that I'm trying to do to the point where I don't depend on them. Like yeah, YouTube, that shit, yeah, but you have more freedom if you're a YouTuber as a content creator. You don't always have to be recording. You can shut the camera off sometimes, especially if you up. Nigga, if you up about 40, 50 bands, nigga, you don't have to record every day, bro. You don't. Record every other day to make sure you still recording, so you make sure your residuals are still coming in. Then you gotta understand, from old videos, people gonna watch your old videos, you gonna still be getting paid for that, because them hoes gonna start running up after a while. So yeah, when I was in college, it really ramped up. Then I had a roommate, man, pothead for real. Like, he the one who, like, he really the one that kind of like steered me to the way to, like, when I got my car, because in college I didn't have my own car. Like, I didn't get my own car until I started working my first job, because I had my licenses, and my grandma made sure she took all her grandkids to get their license. I don't think she took Will, because Will, that's my cousin. He like right behind me. Like, he like 2 years younger than me. Yeah, cuz like 2 years younger than me. But me and Boo, she took both of us to go get our licenses and shit. So as I when, like, you know, when COVID hit 2020, I was still smoking this shit. That's when I started working at a place called Brentwoods in Walls. It's like a pillow factory place. That was my first real job for real. Cause I worked at Sonic in Indianola, but like, I was bad with money, gang. I was giving people too much change back. That's how you know I'm a dumbass when it comes to math. With numbers, I'll fuck shit up, nigga. I just fucked we ain't even gonna talk about it. But bro, like, yeah, like, it'll be like that. So I was still smoking this shit, but at this time, my mom was coming more around to, like, I can't stop him. Like, as long as he go to work and stuff like that, I really don't care. And that was my mom whole thing. It wasn't her whole thing. She really didn't want me smoking weed, period, because she liked it how she disliked it how. No, I'm not even gonna say. She hated how I looked when I was high. I looked dumb as shit. Like, I looked like. That's how I look. Like, mouth open a little bit and all, like. Dumb as shit, bro. So, when I was working at Brentwood, still smoking. At this time, I started to get more. I started to get more weed a week. And then I was getting paid weekly with Brentwood, so I was getting paid about $5 fucking with Brentwood, like $500 a week, or maybe like $4, because I think we was getting paid like 14, 15 or some shit. It was some shit like that. We was getting paid like we was getting paid like in a mid 10s, like 12, 13, 14, 15, like shit like that. We was getting paid like 14, 15 or some shit like that. But yeah, we was doing that, bro, and I was copping like halves at the time. No, the fuck I was copping like 40s. So like 40, you get like probably 5 grams on shit. In my opinion, that doesn't last you that long, especially the person I started to become after I started copping those. So I would cop those, run out, wait a little minute, wait to get paid, cop again, run out, wait to get paid. Like, it was a cycle with me. Like, bro, I'm talking about years of me just smoking. So this happened in like 2021. 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. That's 5 years of you just buying weed damn near every week. But not with Brentwood, though. Not only with Brentwood, though, because I had other jobs, too. So, I fucked around and copped a job through Kelly Service. It was called Orange and Miners. It was like a warehouse job. And it's like, that was my first real, Orange Miners was after a while. So, after Brentwood, I went to Walmart. Walmart is where, like, you get paid every 2 weeks. But the type of nigga I was smoking and shit, so I would pull out my check to make sure I can go get me some weed. And that was a bad idea, because I basically was shorting myself every time I was getting paid on the back end. Because I'd be like, damn, what the fuck my whole time you got to think about, bro? You did go to, not Afterpay, but it was some shit that they had to where you could pull money out your check. And they still got shit like that today. I just know now to never do that shit again. Because you ain't doing shit but fucking your check up. So with that, I never do that shit again. Pulling money out my check early, hell no, I just wait. I'm cool, but I don't smoke weed anymore. I stopped like 2 weeks ago, and I don't miss the shit. So it came to the point, bro. I was talking to one of my coworkers at work. His name was Bankroll. Bankroll, like I asked Bankroll advice and shit. I was like, Bankroll, how like you be like, how you still be having weed like to still have weed to smoke like even coming up to the next check? And you like, bro, honestly, fool, I'm gonna be real with you. He like, fool, I make sure I get enough. He was like, I don't cheat myself when it comes to that shit. Like, he was like, fool, if you know you gon' he like, fool, you know you a smoker, fool. But he was giving me true, his honest opinion. Like, he was giving me true game. And to this day, I respect Bankroll. I ain't seen Bankroll in years, but if Bankroll ever see this, like then, bro, Walmart, I think that was 2022, 2023 when we was at Walmart and shit. Marquita was our supervisor and Shane was our manager, was our supervisor. Marquita was our manager and Shane was our supervisor. If you know, you know. Cap 2 to 11. He basically tell me, he was like, bro, just don't cheat yourself, fool. He was like, fool, I'm be real. He was like, bro, how much you smoke, fool? I like, shit, I'm be real, gang. I smoke about at that time I was smoking like 2 blunts a day. Cause I smoke a blunt before I go to work, but it'll be like hours before I got to go to work. So like I get up like about 8, roll up, smoke, be done by 9:30. I gotta be in there too, so I'll be able to do that, go back to sleep for a little minute, wake up, sober up, get to work and shit like that, get off at 11, roll up again, smoke, come back in, play the game and shit. Bro, that was a repeat. Nigga, I was at Walmart for like 2 years. That was a repeating cycle of me going into my chick, fucking my chick up every time. And it got to the point where I had to leave there for safety reasons. Yeah, I was fucking with a little giant. She had a nigga. I didn't know she had a nigga. I wouldn't even vote a bit if I knew that was her nigga and he banged what he banged, but cause that's like he like a brother to me. So I never would have fucked with his female if I would knew that was his female and type shit. Cause I had to call my homie to like dead the situation. Because I was like, I didn't really know, because I started looking for people. Like, I started searching, I started stalking shit. Like, I'm a cyber stalker. Like, I tell people, I would cyber stalk the fuck out of you, especially if you piss me off. I used to cyber stalk this girl named Joy. I used to cyber stalk the shit out of her. But some that cyber stalking taught me, stop doing this shit, because you're going to run into some shit you don't want to see. And that's what happened. But back to the story. Left Walmart, went to Owens and Miners, worked at Owens and Miners for about 8 months. Getting paid every week though. They got buying shoes. I was like that's what I liked it. Like that's when I knew I like every week money. I don't like every 2 weeks money. That shit takes too fucking long. I don't have time for that shit. So I was at Owens and Miners for a minute until like basically they ended my assignment because they were like I wasn't picking and shit. I wasn't though. Like I go sit in the bathroom on their head for about 2 hours. I swear to God. Because I get tired of this shit, especially like I remember one time I still got them shoes, fool. I'm gonna show y'all the shoes that I got off Owens and Miners. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where the fuck are you? I still got these shoes to this day, bro. These motherfuckers, I just gotta clean them. They still in good condition though. That's one thing I do, like, especially with these, cause the first pair of these that I fucked, the Oreo 5s, bro, I fucked these bitches up the first time I got them. Cause I didn't understand what was on my feet until, like, I'm gonna be real. It was in one day, bro, I was in middle school. It's a little side story. My bad. I gotta tell y'all. But I got these bitches off Owens and Miners. So I was 8th grade. When I was 8th grade, I had to walk to the elementary school, cause that's where my mom lived. I mean, I'm dumb as hell. That's where my mom worked. She was secretary. So I had these motherfuckers on. I ain't know what the fuck I had on my feet for real. I didn't. It was Bally. Bally is from Drew. If you know, you know. It was, I think Jaleel was with them. I think Walls was with him. They all was in the group. I think me thinking now, them niggas finna go get high. I don't know. I can't. I don't know. I don't know for sure. But in my mind now, I'm thinking them niggas finna go get high like a motherfucker. Man, Bally said that boy got them Oreos on his feet. I was like, what the fuck he talking about? I started looking at my feet, yeah. I swear to God, I started looking at my feet. I'm like, what the fuck he talking about? Cause didn't understand what the fuck Bally was talking about. But I didn't know shoes at the time. I didn't get into shoes probably like high school. For real. I didn't get into shoes till like high school. Yeah, that happened. I fucked the shoes up. I said, bro. Then I fucked around and saw them again. It was like 2023 when them bitches came out. 2023 or 2022, somewhere around when the Oreo was dropped. Bro, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Bro, get this shit Nah, that was actually 2021. I'm dumb as hell. That was... That Air Jordan made its last official retail release on September 25th, 2021. So yeah, that was 2021, y'all. So that was 2021 when I was working at Warner Mile. So that means... I started working at Brentwood. That was my first job after Sonic, Brentwood. Then it was Walmart. I wasn't at Brentwood that long because Brentwood wasn't really paying us shit, and I got tired of like doing that shit. I left Walmart for safety reasons, like I just told y'all. Then I went to Orange and Minor. So I was at Walmart for a year. That means I was there for a year. So I started working at after Orange and Minors because I told y'all I had after Orange and Minors I had went back home because I followed my mom back home because honestly I thought I was gonna be able to save money and shit like that, but it's like I couldn't get a job down there. It was hard. Like wasn't nobody trying to hire a nigga. And the only place that really was trying to hire a nigga, they wanted you to do 5 fucking different responsibilities for like $10 an hour. Who the fuck do you... Yeah, after that, I stayed down there for about 4-5 months. I didn't like that shit. I was just in the room, just by myself, just chilling, like looking at the shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Got my game took, cause that's when I went to Best Buy to get my PS5. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I went to Best Buy to get my PS5. I didn't buy my shit from Target or no shit like that. I didn't prepare for the PS5 launch. So some people that I know, they prepared for that shit and they had already had the money to the side for that whole. They already knew how much it was gonna be, woo woo type shit. So they already had the money to the side. So they already knew how much they were gonna have to put to the side. They had to think about tax, so they put an extra 50 for the tax or an extra 100 for the taxes just in case. And then they still had a little bit of money just in case. Like it was steps to that shit, and I wasn't really thinking about that shit because I was still booming on the PF4 gang. I ain't gonna lie to you, like I was still cool with PF4. I came back up here, went to Express. I started working at a place called Cunner. Cunner basically like the hair dryer, like hair dryers and fans and shit like that, like beauty supply shit. Like they had a wild shit, and Express were paying me like 4 or some shit, like 4 or 5 a week. And I came back up here. I was in the apartment by myself, just chilling. I was making sure things were getting paid though. That's one thing I was doing, make sure shit was getting paid. And after Connor, because it was a female in there, she had kind of got me fired type shit. Funky head, bitch. After Connor, it was Eagle. Eagle was cool until I got tired of doing repetitive shit with Eagle. Like I basically was watching crankshells all fucking day. I stayed with Eagle about a year and some change. I asked for a raise, they were bullshit, and I was like, cool, say less, I'm just for the go. After that, I went to AWG. Yes, I'm still buying weed all this time. Yes, I'm still buying weed. Yes. Halves, nigga. It went from 40 to 65, and then the people that I was buying weed from, niggas was taxing the shit out of my head. It wasn't no fucking deals. If a nigga gave me a deal, nigga, they were giving me shake. Nigga, them niggas were treating me like a fucking cluck. And that's why I say, bro, like, if you don't have control of that shit'll take control of you to the point where, like, you damn near don't want to do anything without it. So I had to wean myself off that shit. But that's some other shit I have to. That's another story time. If y'all want that story time, I'll tell y'all, but I'm not gonna willingly tell y'all. I'm not gonna put that on the list. I'm just telling y'all, like, being sober, it helps you feel every emotion. Like, the shit that I'm telling y'all, I started to realize over, like, a period of time. Like, once I sobered up and actually thought about all that shit, I was like, damn, I really was holding myself back this whole time. But, went to AWG, stayed there for about 6-7 months, left AWG. Well, I really wasn't working for AWG. I was working for Capstone. I just was in AWG building because they was all dealing with the same shit. And left there and went to Amazon. Got fired from Amazon because of low production. Basically, I was the last nigga every night because, nigga, I didn't give a fuck about doing that shit for real. Like, I was doing enough just to get by, bro. And they fired the nigga. They fired the nigga ass out of nowhere. Didn't really give a fuck. It's just I had bills and I had people around me, bro. And I wasn't thinking about myself. I was thinking about others. You know, I was putting others before myself, and that's stupid. Yeah, I know, but that's what I was doing because I got a big heart, and if I fuck with you, I'll do anything for you, bro. And once I left Amazon, where the fuck did I go after Amazon? I went to, after Amazon I went to PGW. That's a glass company. I was on the cherry picker. I was going up in there picking glass and shit like that. It was cool. I was there for a little bit, close to a year. I fucked around and got fired because I clipped the wall and a camera caught me clipping a wall, and bro had already wrote me up. He was a bitch. I ain't gonna say his name, but he know who the fuck he is. He know who the fuck he is if he ever watched this video. Yeah, he was a bitch ass nigga. I definitely didn't fuck with bro. After that, I started at the job that I'm at now. And honestly, if I'm being real with y'all, probably the best job I never had, because I done got so much shit off the job that I have now. And still was buying weed though this whole time. PGW was buying weed. And then I had to stop because I had got into a car accident. And they had ruled me a DWI. Not a DUI, but a DWI. So they thought I was high off weed, because they were asking me, made me do the little walking test, woo-woo, shit like that. And it was cold outside. I barely had any motherfucking clothes. I had shorts and like a short, like a thin hoodie. It wasn't a heavy duty hoodie that would keep you warm. And that's why I don't wear shit like that no more. Like, I just wear a thermal shirt or some shit. But yeah, bro, like, I had to stop for like 5-6 months with that. And ended up coming out a good grip of money, shit like that. Car got totaled. have to depend on people to get back and forth to work, and that's one of the worst things that's one of the worst feelings, depending on people to get you from point A to point B, because you're not on your time, you're on their time, and that's just something you have to understand. And a blessing came, got a blessing, was able to be back on my own time again, didn't have to rely on people anymore. And yeah, went to my current job, and this job really helped me out a lot. Like I done got some shit off there. Like they done put some cash in the nigga. Like I swear to God, if I would have spent the cash right, I would have been up right now by at least 10 G's. But me, I really don't give a fuck about money like that. Like I see it as like recycled paper. Like it's just my turn to spend it, so I got what the fuck I want to get. It wasn't no putting it up and shit like that, but I'll make some more, cause we working like a motherfucker right now. Cause I'm in a startup, so we bust up. We in that bitch 6-7 days a week. So I'm running back up. I ain't tripping on it. But there's something I have to tell y'all. I'm still buying weed at this current job that I was at. I just recently quit probably like 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, and I feel amazing. Like I don't feel sluggish. My sleep has improved. I'm not having weird ass dreams anymore. Able to save a little bit of money here and there, especially with these bills and this fucking economy. Oof, these bills, they could be a motherfucker. They could be a real pain in the ass. Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Me, when I was smoking this shit, I wasn't really feeling shit. Like I was just numbing my emotions. Like I wasn't actually dealing with it. Like I was putting it off for another day, then another day, then another day, then another year, then another year, then another year. And that girl that I was telling y'all about that I was cyber stalking, she asked me a question and it went so over my head to the point where like now I look back at it and like she damn near looking at me like a fucking weed head. She probably was, cause she's that type of person. She'll judge you. She was like, damn, you come down here to buy weed every week? I was like, yeah, because I was getting a better deal back from where I'm from. So, and I got tired of spending like 80, 85. I got tired of that shit, because that shit starts to add up, bro. Especially with niggas knowing they getting off on you, fool. Because a nigga that I thought was my homie, bro, like, he was serving me and shit like that, but like, he wasn't giving you a homie price. Like he would give homie price to who he wanted to give it to, and like, nigga, I've been knowing you our whole life, and like, you still overly texting me right now, gang. So it's like, this shit crazy, and yeah. And he ran up some bands off me, cause he showed me the cash up and everything. He was like, fool, cause he was talking, like, we was beside each other one day. He was like, fool, I done ran up so much cash just off you alone, cuz. I was like, what you mean? He was like, fool, look at this shit. Cuz I done gave that nigga damn near 2,000, cuz I'm buying weed from this nigga every week, bro. Trying to make sure my habit is being fulfilled. And me not knowing, he really just was looking at me as a cluck. He was just looking at me as another cell, not as his homie, though. So, yeah, that you start to realize a lot of shit when you sober, bro. You realize people who was there for you. You realize people who really wasn't there for you. You realize people that was using you. And it just, it's fucked up, but it's like you had to go through that to learn. And I appreciate those lessons, because now I know, like, I only really got my family, bro, and my brothers. Like, that's all I got, fool. Everybody else external as fuck. And I got some homies, like, on the outside, but, like, I'm saying, like, you would think a person will fuck with you, but nah, that ain't the case. They don't really fuck with you for real, bro. You just don't know that. And once you realize that, bro, it'll break your heart, gang. Cause you like, damn, I thought you was my nigga. I thought you was my homie type shit. Like, it's crazy, gang. Like, it's fucked up. And man, when you sober, you feel all that shit. All the flashbacks come. Damn, you remember when that happened? Like, you would down there be like having inner dialogue with yourself. Damn, you remember when that happened? Damn, that did happen. That's fucked up. Like, no way. And it'll hurt your feelings, bro. It really will. To the point to where it'll make you resentful. It'll make you be like, damn, I should have never started smoking, bro. And I don't regret my first time smoking, but me continue, like, cause I told y'all I was smoking my kinfolks for the first time. I don't regret smoking, bro. It just, I kept it going. Like, I got addicted to it. And yes, I can admit, yes, I was addicted to it. I always happen to have it. Damn, who your weed man? Damn, who your weed man? Damn, who your weed man? Nah, bro. That's how niggas get laced. Trying to do too much. And yeah, bro, it's crazy, gang. Like, you really start feeling shit when you, like, sober. You start feeling like yourself again. You start seeing the flaws. You start seeing the red flags. Like, you do. And once you understand that, bro, you will be so much better off in life. That goes with pills, lean, all that shit. Cause I tried lean. Like, lean was cool. Lean just made me sleepy as a bit. And it slowed down my motor skills. Said, what do you mean it slowed down your motor skills? So I remember one time, it was my homie Ike. Like, it was his born day. He died back in like 2022. 2023. And it was 2023. Yeah, it was 2023. And me and my homie, we had a party, and we invited people, and like our guys showed up, and like we was just chilling, having a good time, and boy, we started sipping that lean early. Boy, we started sipping that shit early, cause like I swear to God, fool. And I'm telling you, I'm drinking. I'm just drinking. Man, nigga, I'm sitting there, cuz talking to me, fool. People like, Steph. 1 minute then went by. 2 minutes then went by. 3 minutes then went by. 4 minutes have went by. 5 minutes have went by. Huh? Yeah, he fucked up. Like, cuz I responded 5 minutes later. Like, I responded late as shit. These folks talking about some whole other shit. I'm still just sitting there mute. Like, I'm just high as shit off the lean. Like, but that's something I never got addicted to. I don't see how people actually get addicted to this shit. But they do say the shit is liquor, heroin. Like, I never got addicted to this shit. It wasn't nothing like serious that I always wanted. I needed it. With the weed, I needed it. So, different strokes for different folks. But yeah, bro. You just gotta relearn yourself. You gotta reprogram your mind. That's all it really is. And figure out who you are. Figure out what you like. Like, I like reading. I like playing a game. I like going to sleep. I love talking to women. I like eating. I like working out. I figured myself back out. And I was like that younger, but I had to find myself again. I lost myself for years, nigga. It's like I was in a dark fucking hole, not knowing how to get out. But yeah, bro, I wanted to tell y'all that when you actually go sober, once you actually detox, once you actually sober the fuck up, and you don't have a drug in your system, you realize a lot of shit. You feel every emotion. You rerun fast tracks. You rerun red flags that was there, but you ignored them. Just realize a lot. And you should actually just figure yourself out. It's your boy Steph. I love y'all. Positive energy always create elevation. I figured out the code to the Matrix. And plus, I woke up. Nah, I woke up when I was still smoking though. That's the thing. Like, that's the crazy thing. You would think I would have woke up after, being sober. No, I woke up while still smoking. But now I'm sober and I'm woke. So it's like I see shit at like a different angle than everyone. So, free shot to my wife. We are one. I love you, God. I love you, God. I love you, goddesses. I love you, my elders. I love you all. We are one. Source created everything. I love you, Source. You sent us down here on a mission. And we will complete that mission. Going up. Going out. It's your boy Steph. I'm gone.